Alrighty, this is going to be our intro to the skincare. We'll just go through all the steps for morning and for evening. So beginning in the morning is your volume moisture mousse, and you wet your face. I do a half a pump. It says a full pump, but that gets to be almost too much. A little half pump, rub it in my hands, go on my face, warm washcloth, rinse it out very well. The second step is the pads. Comes like this. You open this, pour this into here, and then it's all set for the duration. And this is step 2. You just take one of the pads out and go over your face with it. And don't worry about drying it, just let it be, take the pad and throw it out. And like I said, you can cut them in half if you'd like to. I don't do that because I feel I can afford one pad a day. Then the third step is the gold ampule. I love this product. It has little flecks of gold in it, you can see. And it comes off, you take this little plastic off and there's a metal ring. And I usually use a scissors and kind of pry that off, and then it comes off like a medicinal thing. And you can either take the little syringe and poke it through the top, or I just take the top off and I go like this, do one side of my face like this, and do the other side of the face. And that's your step 3. Then you have your moisture. It comes like this. You'll have a little, yours is smaller than this. This is a back bar one. So you take your little moisture repair cream, and I think of this as like a small chocolate chip. There's regular chocolate chip and small. I use maybe like 3 small chocolate chips and go over my face with that. And I kind of break it down to make it, and it's kind of like has this stringiness to it, which is part of what plumps you up a little bit. You put that on and rub it in, and it's very lovely. After you're done with that, you take, this is the greatest tool. So it says eye and lip. So I put it here. Well, I can show you, like, so I'll put it up in here, and I'll put it like through the crow's feet area. And then I also will use it down here because I have a little bit of depletion in this area. I just kind of, you squeeze a little bit out. There's a little top there. You squeeze it and then apply. And then I use that little metal thing to just rub it in nicely all through there and through here and the lip. After that, you take your stem cell mist. I cover my eyes this is one thing, I don't like it on my eyelids. So I just cover it, 3 little sprays of stem cell mist, and then that's it for the morning. Now, then you can put your makeup on over that. It's very glowy, beautiful, and it just is lovely all day. Then at night, you'll come back, and now these are all numbered. So morning is yellow and evening is white. So this is step 1 for evening. So wet your face, half pump of the volume boosting cleanser, put it on your face, rinse it off. And there are directions on the back, just so you know. Then you're gonna go with your pad, and you can use, this is the skin prep. It's gonna look almost exactly like the cleanser, but you can put a little squirt of this on the pad and do it, or you can do it in 2 steps. I do it in 2 steps because I feel like I'm putting it on and then taking it off. I don't know, but I do. They say to do it that way. I like to do it. A pump of this, put it on, then I take my little pad and put that over it. So this is like, even though it says exfoliating, it's part of the prep. Just trust the process. It's strange, but it works. Then this is what they say, if you were to buy one product of all, it's this one. This is fantastic. It takes a while to pump. Sometimes people pump it upside down, and that works too. So it's 1 full pump, but I kind of have to do it a couple times, like a nice full pump, and it's clear. You take that on. I call it Cavi. But it's Cavi, PLLA. And that's PLLA is a polylactic acid, and that's what helps give you some of the, it helps you with any kind of pigmentation as well as with volume loss. So you take some of that, put it in your face like this, and then just relax a little bit, and it starts bubbling up. And a lot of my clients, they find that the more they use the product, the more it bubbles up because there's less dead skin. In the beginning, you have more dead skin on your face, so it's gonna be doing more action to get rid of that. And then as time goes on, you're gonna get these great bubbles, and you just rub them in. So you kind of just put it on, sit back, and then rub them back in. And do that until it's all in your skin. After that, you're gonna go with this one again. Put that on. This is the gold ampule. Same thing over here. And then you've got your moisture repair cream. Just take that and put a little dot on there. And put it really, because you've got like this nice moist foundation underneath your moisturizer, both morning and night, it goes very, very far. I started using it in, like say the end of June, and I still have so much left that it's gonna last me almost a year. Yeah, probably almost a year, if not more. So you put the moisturizer on, then you go back to your, and this will have the numbers too. It'll be 1 and say step 6 or something at night. Same thing, pump it down, get your little bit on there, go wherever you feel. Some of my clients have this type of problem with some vertical lines through there. So they go there, they could go into their laugh lines through here, and then like I do my 11s, and then anywhere I've got a wrinkle on my forehead. So like I'll go up in here with the same thing. So that's your little gold lift cream. And then the final step is the mist. So you just, and it's very wet, but nice, and you just kind of, it goes away so fast. One thing I like about this, let's say you're going to dinner and you had an active day and you feel a little stale, and rather than putting more makeup on, or if I'm doing a wedding, I do a lot of weddings, or I did at least in previous summers, I would use this to kind of refresh and everything. So like even for myself, I can just put it on, like that's 4 sprays, and just let it dry. And it just kind of brings everything back together and kind of glows you up and kind of reactivates the your makeup that you might have on, as well as some of the product itself will kind of come back to life if you're feeling that. I rarely do this, maybe in the summer, or if I'm going out, say after work for dinner, I might do this before refreshing my lipstick and such. And then that's it. So it's pretty straightforward. It seems like a lot of steps, it won't take that long, but it's really lovely. And there's a few things that I wanted to, once you get good with this and we want to elevate it a little bit, there's a product called Spicules, and you'll hear about it now that we're talking about it. You'll hear about it on your either in magazines or online. And what those are, they're microscopic sponges, like 1/100,000th of a molecule size, tiny. And we were talking about needles and needle-free options, and the needles are really aggressive, and so people get the microdermabrasion, and then they'll have the needle application of different solutions and serums. Well, those little sponges, what they do is they go into your skin and you kind of embed them, and they work as channels to allow moisturizers to go deeper. So there's products that you can do at home that we can put this on. It's the greatest system. It's 3 steps. You put it on at night, just go to sleep. All those little teeny tiny sponges go into your skin. They feel, it sounds strange, but it's really kind of fantastic. It feels almost like little tiny pieces of glass in your face, but in a good way. And I used, I've gone now, like there's a Tiffany peel that has that, and that's like the intro. And then I went straight to Granddaddy, and the Granddaddy ones I didn't even have downtime for. I would say if it was like one of my children's weddings, I would probably not do it the day before, but within 3 days. So I did the big sponge implant, I think Wednesday, and my skin's looking pretty nice already, and it just gets better. And so what that does is it opens up that dermis and epidermis to allow all these serums to go in even more. But there's one kit, once you get acclimated with all of this, there's one kit that you can do to kind of like elevate things. And all you do is you put it on before you go to bed, go to sleep, and the next morning there's a serum that you put on, and then another serum the following day, and then you're done. And that's like in a esthetician or a spa, I would say that service would probably be like around $250, and the product I think is $70, somewhere between 50, 70. I'm not really sure. I have to look it up, but it's really, really fun. It's a nice one that you can do at home and feel good, and you get results right away. But very few of the treatments that I have to send are have any downtime. Like even I do if you come up here, which I don't even know how often you do come up here, but there's a needle-free filler facial, and I can send you before and afters. It's just crazy. People look dramatically different, and every single person I've done that service on has texted me like that night or the next day, oh my goodness, I've had 3 people come up at this party to say how great I look, what did I have done? And it's this needle-free filler facial. It looks good immediately. So many times you'll go and you'll get a facial and then you're like, well, I look good, but kind of red. Or once the, what do they say? Once the impurities come out, it's like, well, I don't if they're going to make me look worse, leave them in. But at least with this one, they're like everything that happens, it's all for the good. Like everything ends up being greater over, with the usage, which is neat. So like that needle-free filler one is a great one to get things going, or if you have an event. It's the #1 facial by Forbes magazine for weddings because people look amazing instantly. It's really, really dramatically impressive. And then there's some other little ampules for special things, like if you need moisture, or if you have redness, or if you have irritation. There's different things that I can send you, little teeny tiny packets that last weeks. So that's kind of nice. But those are all things to come once you get acclimated with this. Let's say you're in a huge hurry, but again, it's only 3 minutes. But let's say you're in an enormous hurry and you wake up, you're like, oh my goodness, I need to hurry up. If you wash your face and just put this on and your moisturizer, that's amazing. If you just put this on, that's fine. I mean, if you wash your face and put this on, the cavity serum, outstanding. So every single thing works very well on its own. When I first started, I ordered the skin prep, and I had ordered by accident. I ordered so many, so I had kind of a special on for a while to have people get to know the products. And people came back and bought, and they had, I don't even know what they were using at home. Say they were using whatever their own department store or Walgreens, whatever they had. But the minute they started using just this morning and night, their skin looked so great. They were selling it to their sisters and stuff. It was really kind of cool. So everything works well on its own, but I like the steps. It makes me feel pretty, and it's kind of relaxing, and it goes very fast. So hopefully this helps you. I'm excited for you to try it all. It's remarkable. I think it's gonna be great. And then text me or call me with any questions. Good luck.